Now let's work on the login and make this in the composition API. So I'm going to call this script, okay, script, and then call this setup, and then this script something like this. So first I'm going to define those data properties. So just to define them as ref, as we did this previously, constant email, and then this would be I'm defining this as the as the option API. So here constant would be the email, right? And then I'm going to say ref, ref something like this. Oh my god, why I'm adding this arrow? Okay, something like this. And then I'm going to do this for password too. So just make this password. This would be also ref, and I need to import this ref. So import a ref from where? From Vue. Right, you are right. Okay, now I added these added at the top, and then I need to also add this one more, which is error, right? So I need to make this as an array, and this would be the errors. Perfect, did this for the errors. We are now define the data properties, so just comment them out, and then we need to define this login method and then clear message. So first let's work on this login method. So I'm going to copy this stuff, and then I'm going to create a login method here, constant login, right? And then I'm going to say arrow function, and then it's param here, it's body, and I'm going to paste the login stuff. Pasted the login stuff. Let's collapse it and authenticate it. Perfect, did this, and now I'm going to add this clear messages, clear message, and then this would be the same as arrow, right? As arrow, and then here I'm going to say okay, clear messages contain this dot error. So just go to the top, and I'm going to say hey, this one. Okay, now let's work on this login stuff to remove this keyword, right? Because we can call this directly, and then let's go here, and here we are using this dot email. So just remove this dot email and remove this keyword from everywhere, right? And then also remove it from here. Perfect, now let's move here, and I'm going to add this dot value, something like this. Do this for all, right? Okay, added the value here, errors dot value. I'm going to define this as an empty array. So why it's not working as expected? So let's go here. I did a typo mistake here. It would be the errors. Perfect, now it's corrected automatically. I'm passing this as an empty array, and then passing this error dot value, and here we need to use the router and this store too. I'll do that in a minute, and everything looks fine. Perfect, we did this almost everything, and now I'm going to basically call this store and then router. So as similarly we did this in the previous video, so I need to do this same. So use use store, right? Use store from Vuex, and then I need to import this router, right? So as similarly we did this oops, not this use router, with the use router, and then this will be imported at the top. And here I can now I need to also create their instances. So something like this, store equal use store, and something like this. So let's do this for the router, use router, and this would be also become the router. Perfect. Let's replace the things, remove this $sign from everywhere. So now we can call this directly store.dispatch, store.dispatch, router.push, right? Perfect, I think everything is working fine. So let's comment this functionality. It's we commented this and everything is commented, right? So now let's double check that we are doing something wrong here. Almost done, almost, right? Password.value, and fine. Let's visit this and let's get refreshed to check that we are getting any error. No, we are not getting any error. So I'm going to log in my user. So let me register a new user. I'm going to copy this email and then password will be 128 and then click on this register. Perfect, registered, and here I'm going to pass this so user and let's click on this login and see what's going to happen. Login, and perfectly we are redirected on the dashboard. So it means that our router is working, our store is working, it's set the Vuex state, but one thing which isn't working is our this logic that maybe our token isn't set. No, it's set, but why it's not getting the value from the server? It's returning the unauthorized, right? Okay, I think it's happening due to the Axios, right? So in the previous API here we are using this Axios, right? We are using Axios to override our caching here. So just to open this store where we store our Axios. Yeah, this one, axios.js. So here we are basically changing our configuration and setting our token in the Axios config. So now just let's use this this Axios, not the default to Axios of Vue.js, right? So I'm using this Axios, this file, right? And now it will pass this request using this Axios. So just go ahead and give it a save, and yes, it's now returning our logged in user information. So let's click on this log out, register one more user. I'm going to now copy this user and let's say 128 and then 128 and then click on this register. Let's log in this user and then click on this 128 and click on this login. And perfect, now this user is successfully logged in and our application is working fine. If I go here, click on this dashboard, and everything is working fine. So just click on this logout, and yes, logout is also working fine. So just log in one more time, and yes, we are logged in successfully. So congratulations guys, you did a great job. We are now in the composition API, not anymore the option API, right? So we can remove this stuff. We did this, we are not going to use it, so let's remove this later on. And then what you think that should I need to use a Pinia? Yes, Pinia is a state management library, as we are using Vuex. So now Vuex is not supported anymore, and the Vuex release will not be now. Now we will not get any release from the Vuex. So that's why we need to focus on the Pinia. So now question comes that how we can integrate the Pinia. So in the next video I'm going to integrate the Pinia rather than this this store, right? So I'm going to use the Vuex composition API syntax, and then I'm going to define this using Pinia. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and let me close everything. So see you then, bye bye.